and one of them, I guess a couple of them actually, a couple data points here for you, Dad. Food for thought. So English Football League right now, so we're talking championship down to League Two, comprises of 72 clubs. And with those 72 clubs, 32% of them are owned by American ownership, which is pretty much a third of the clubs. And then if you added in the Premier League to that, just the Premier League on its own, 55% or 11 of the clubs are owned by Americans. What does that make you think of, Dad? What do you think about all that?
Oh, to be an American. I mean, it's not surprising. Obviously, American investors are always looking for a new opportunity to make some money. And I mean, as an American, I obviously don't have that kind of weird feeling probably that an English person would have. Obviously know that American owners could maybe take the sport and do with it what may not necessarily be a great thing, but I think so far so good, quite honestly. I don't think they've done anything negative to the experience.
Yeah, I mean, maybe not, at least for our perspective, right? I'm wondering more about the match day fan, and kind of what they're seeing. I think I was listening to a podcast not that long ago. One of my favorites, Rory Jennings over in England, and he's a Chelsea fan, and I don't love Chelsea, but American owner Todd Bowley owns the Dodgers as well here in the States. And apparently they're trying to get Chelsea fans to sing this song, or this song is playing after they score goals at Stamford Bridge. And it seemed to like really irk him. It wasn't even the main part of the video, but he brought it up. And I think it's not, I guess it's not funny, but Dad, like, what do you think about some of our traditions that may not really assimilate or make sense over there?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think that our ownership, our being American ownership, to try to honor each of these clubs as much as possible. And my sense is they probably do. Obviously, the one I know the most about probably is Wrexham because of the TV show. And I think those guys do a pretty good job of trying to keep the club true to its core beliefs and origin. It's always worth trying new things. I mean, the fans can just not go along with it,
Not do it. Yeah.
right? The fans will decide when it
I think
comes to.
there is that funny scene in Sunderland Till I Die. I think it might have been the first or second season. Another example of kind of some American ownership that had come in at Sunderland before their current owners. And I think he was trying to play like some sort of EDM song before the match to pump the fans up. And I think if anyone has seen Sunderland, kind of what that group of people and demographic is like up north, I don't really think they're into the hardcore rave scene by any means. I'm sure there's some people out there that are, but it just reminds me of silly things like that. Like, why? Like, I understand when you're trying to bring energy and stuff, but should
Yeah.
they be leaving the traditions in the football to people that understand what's going on and focus on the business side?
Yes.
Yeah.
Simple answer
I
is
think
is
that's, yeah,
yes.
it's a simple question, right?
No, I mean, I understand how they wanna put their stamp on the club and maybe take it in a different direction a little bit, but ultimately, I have to believe these people are mostly about making money, and changing up a song, that's not where you're gonna make your money. You're making your money on TV revenue, game day experience, premium game day experience. Leave the rest to the people who've been there for a long time.
Bring players in, bring influencers in, bring people to bring the stature of the club up, maybe not what
Sure.
the club stands on and has stood on for maybe over 100 years, right? I think that's what they're maybe trying to fiddle with too much, especially when you get into the branding of clubs and what the logo looks like and how the jerseys look. I mean, it's crazy. This is an American ownership, but Newcastle for the past couple seasons have worn a green either away or third shirt. And I mean, let's not act like we're all pretending here. That's for Saudi Arabia, like
Sure.
100%.
Absolutely. And I mean,
But
I
it
have
doesn't
no
make any
problem with
sense.
that.
I don't think it makes any sense though.
It
Like,
doesn't
why
make
are
any
you wearing
sense.
a Kelly green and white jersey as Newcastle?
Well, as a Kelly Green fan, because that's my high school team,
Yeah.
okay with that. But listen, these clubs are always producing third kits every year, mostly to make money. So if Newcastle wants to throw out a Kelly Green or Barcelona wants a pink or whatever, like great, do it. Once again, the fans will decide. They'll buy them or they won't.
And I think that's the funny part, right? Like, if I see a Newcastle jersey here in the States, I don't think I've ever seen anything different than whether it's retro or modern, the home kit. And I get the home kit usually sells the most anyways,
Yeah.
bar the away or third kit being unbelievable. So maybe it doesn't matter that much. I don't know. I think all this kind of comes back into dad. Yeah, stick to the business side. That's what makes the most sense for these foreign owners coming in to different cultures, different environments, right? And I think at the end of the day, I don't want to knock them too much because I think this has impacted the business, the visibility, and the type of players England is bringing in. I mean, you're seeing lower level teams bring players over from other countries because of the stature of the league now. Premier League, Championship, League One, even League Two. People want to play in England. And is that maybe due to foreign ownership bringing up the global visibility of the sport?
Well, absolutely. I mean, and there's money to be made by players. I mean, the Premier League wages have doubled in like the last 5 or 6 years. There is
Probably triple.
there's a gold mine available for players. And doing a little research, I didn't realize how relatively cheap it is for American or any group to buy English teams. I think the average Premier League team I saw was somewhere around $1.5 billion, pounds, euros, whatever. And then you're looking at like Major League Baseball teams are like 4 billion, NBA teams are like 6 billion. So actually, these teams are relatively cheap. It seems like a really good way to get into major sports for a relatively reasonable price. I mean, I think I saw something about Bournemouth got bought for like $150 million, pounds, whatever,
Yeah.
not long ago. I mean, that is a drop in the bucket compared to 4
Yeah.
to 6 billion.
I mean, you're even talking less than NHL teams. And, no dogging on hockey. I like hockey. I think it's a fun sport. But, we're talking Premier League teams who have quadruple, 10 times the amount of fans of some NHL teams being worth exponentially less. I think it's so interesting to your point, Dad. And fun little fact, too, with Bournemouth, Michael B. Jordan, American actor, is part of that consortium. I always think that's kind of funny and fun. Cool to see people like him getting involved. But, Dad, I think one club that technically I believe is not American ownership is your underdog of the week. And I think that's what we should go on to next.